What is going on, everybody on the interwebs? We are back for another episode of this. So that's a lot of fun. Nick is going to be joining us here shortly. He is. I planned the stream around his lunch, or his dinner rather. Jesus, what am I, old? Civil War, and we're live. Woo! Cool. So Dan's here. Dan, I also see that you are getting the top spot on the latest initiate board, so good for you. So that's good. Good times. So yeah, like I said, we will pull in Zero Ping when he's ready. You can see we made some upgrades to the window again here. We're still in our infancy, so we're trying to figure out what we're doing. But we're going to go ahead and load this piece up. Oh no. Oh, I forgot we're at a decision right now. So, I guess that, oh, yeah. So, John's in here. He says infant. Oh, and it sounds like Nick is ready to go. So I'm going to add him here. Good, thank God, too, because I'm going to make this decision by myself. Hello, sir. Are you there?
I think maybe you should make this decision by yourself.
No. Absolutely not.
All right, I'm here.
All right, yeah. So it sounds like you're coming through as well. So, all right. So how are we responding to Sayori here?
Oh hell.
I don't. Yeah. Either way, it's gonna go bad.
Well, if people joined us in the chat,
we got
or anyone.
We've got the Sarge in charge and civil board, so that is Dan and John. Which, by the way, we are hosting the Sarge in charge when we are not around. So if you guys are interested and you want to see what other games the guys that are in the chat pretty regularly play, you can come back here and check it out. Yeah, so you can see what he does. But lately, a lot of Metal Gear Solid Survive, which is horrific, except it gets Game of the Year because you can literally baseball bat grenades in that game. So it just went from a 0 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Perfect game. Hashtag perfect game.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
Okay, so what are we picking here? I'll give the chat
right.
a minute to decide. We have to say something to Sayori. She's all heartbroken. She's upset. So, are we going to say I love you or you'll always be my dearest friend? I feel like either way we answer, it's no good. We have a team Sayori. I don't know about that. Are we going with I love you? Dude, I'm team Yuri. I don't care. That's me. Yuri's me for days. Friend zoner. Just Monika. Okay, so I guess we're going for friend zone.
Let's friend zone her.
Yeah.
I feel really bad. I just want to let people know this is an awful situation.
Yes.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
So we done did it. I just remembered you can't see my screen right now. Hold on. I'm going to get you all shared in here so that you can see what's going on. There you go, sir.
Beautiful.
So you'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. Right, yeah. You couldn't possibly be in charge of your own happiness. It's all about what I tell you is good. Good God. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ha! Is it... Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Jesus. Sayori. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish.
Yikes.
John just says, happy ending. P.S. Hi, Dan. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. Oh, she got a little anime's tears. Look at that. No. I knew this whole thing. Oh, I knew this whole time there was no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Richard. I'll trust you with anything. This face does not say I'll trust. This is a very concerned look.
Yeah.
I don't know about I'll trust you with anything.
I think distance is maybe good.
Yeah, maybe. So I don't know what's happening. Anything at all. So Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Oh, God. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked I don't know how to react. Oh, no. Then it just goes back to this.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah,
We're
it's
good.
fine. I'm fine. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning and running off. Sayori!
Everyone in this game's like Sonic.
It's Sonic. Everybody's Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. Again, I adore this asshole that we are. It's just like, no. Severe mental health issues? No. Totally don't go see a mental health professional. I got you. Like, Jesus, dude. We're the worst. I'm sticking to it. We're the worst.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Okay, so admittedly, I'm bad at this. Cool. Cool. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back where they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got.
Dude, you're not stuffing that back in the box.
No,
Sorry.
you done a bad.
Yep.
You didn't do a good. So hey, we've got a lot of people actually right now watching. Let me see if I can see our viewer list here. We'll say hi to new people if they're in here. I think there's somebody in here we don't know who they are actually. Yeah, Electrical Skateboard is in here. Hello, sir or ma'am.
Yeah, howdy. Welcome.
Dan says, for real though, y'all counseling is a godsend, and no one should be afraid to get help. Yeah, he's right. I actually have in our chat window here, I'll display it here in a little bit. We have a mental health hotline and a suicide prevention hotline that you guys can use if you feel the ways that these people feel. Because this game, we are making light of it, but there are some pretty serious things in this game that I know are coming down. So I want to make sure that you guys know that you've got friends here. Everybody here is a nice person, and that there are places online you can get help if you need it. So I'll throw that up later. Sari will always be my dear.
Don't be afraid to get it.
Yeah, from us or anybody else, we're strangers on the internet, but we'd like to think we're not the worst people on the internet. So you know that's
almost, but not quite.
Right. Most of Facebook is worse than us. So. So. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. John suspects that the skateboard person might be a bot, which is fine. Hi robot. Hi Russian robot. Of all days, I expected this would be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's probably a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. She was like, "Bitch, if you forget that, I'll suck blood out of your finger again." Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so that I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great. Sure. Here's Dan's waifu. The forgotten waifu. Richard, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika's placing little booklets at each of the desks in the... So the festival is just in this goddamn room.
This whole situation is just the worst. I don't know if I want to be involved with this.
Right, yeah. I'm embarrassed for Monika. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. Would it be that have? Am I stupid or is this written stupid? Someone help me. Dan, don't answer.
Did you see that there was a little vote for Monika there in there?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's all about Monika. Dan says, it will be great. Monika worked so hard. Hey, I worked hard too. I painted signs and got stabbed in the finger. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. Oh, so I plagiarized. Yes. So that's the one I'll be performing. Dan says that I'm the dummy. which I knew was going to be the answer, whether it was correct or not. So that's the one I'll be performing. Stiff arm, stiff arm, stiff arm, stiff arm. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy, am I right, guys? With her feelings? Asshole. You think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Yikes! I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Richard. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange. Monika, you know about that? Of course she put you on blast, sucker. That ish was all over Snapchat. Of course I do. I'm the club president. It doesn't mean you're president of people's feelings, Monika. Get off my back.
Yeah, man, she needs to learn how to containerize.
Right? Yeah, seriously. I'm glad we're only getting one stiff arm right now. Stiff arm, stiff arm, stiff arm. But I stammer with embarrassment. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? Whoa. That really makes me seem like the bad guy here. And I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you. It's only you. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika's being so friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing it. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? There's one in here about a gigantic asshole that joins a club. Check it out. They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid on the desks. Oh, yeah, they really did. Good job, printer that wasn't Monika. Way to drop that off at Kinko's. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Almost. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, am I right, guys? Ha ha! Subpar. Not quite perfect. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head, 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 etc. Get out of my head. My favorite part is get out of my head, followed by get. This is my favorite line of the poem. I'm gonna get a tattoo of just get, because this is my favorite part of the poem. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
Woo! Nice commitment. Good follow through.
Holy hell. I don't know what's happening. I think those were rap lyrics. Guys, I may have messed that up. I think
you messed that one up.
Get out of my head.
Never do that again.
See, what we needed Wolfman in here to make some beats.
We did.
But he's too busy playing Ark. He's ignoring us. What is this?
Sinkhole.
Right. It's my life just getting sucked into a pit. Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Richard, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? You got it. Whatever you say. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. What? Don't strain yourself. Monika calls out after me. I don't understand. I quicken my pace. I was just going to take a jog. Why don't you relax? What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would still be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. Give me 1 second. All right. So I just enabled the suicide prevention info. So that'll be up in the corner. If you guys feel weird or you need somebody to talk to, that number in the upper right-hand corner there, you won't be able to see it when it's on white because I didn't have time to put black behind it, but you'll be able to see it here during certain frames. That's a National Suicide Prevention lifeline and website you can go to for help. So keep that in mind as we're playing. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking up in her own house, isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, I read that really wrong. Waking her up in her own house, I think is what that said. In any case, yeah, I'm glad he answered my... In any case, when I learned to read, write, and arithmetic, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Whoa! Is it? Yeah, so, welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, Nick.
Holy shit. Seriously?
See traceback.txt for details. So, file game script, see traceback.txt. So let me see if I can actually find that on my machine. Give me 1 second. You'll also notice the music's changed a bit.
Yeah.
Ja. Okay.
RPY. Is that like Ruby?
Yeah, it's Ruby. Where the hell is the folder for this game? I gotta find the folder. Hold on. Eine Moment, bitte. Properties, local files, browse local files. Okay, so here we go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to change what everybody sees here so you guys can see what I see. So, So Nick, can you see traceback text on my screen?
I certainly can.
Okay. So, stream, I'm going to add it for you guys as well.
Line through aside.
Want to get a window capture. Oh wait, no. I don't want a window capture. What do I want? What do I want? Application capture? No.
Oh, RenPy. It's Python. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop it in the middle of the screen right now so everybody can read it along with us. John says ripperoni, so I'm sorry, but an uncut exception occurred while running game code. Blah 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 blah. Call in new context menu. In call rempy restart context. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? What? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Wait, what? Oh, Probable Cosby. Hello. Also, that's a great name. Yeah, we are just to the spooky stuff. So, that's fun. I don't think Nick knew this was going to happen until just now.
I did not.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so what did it say here at the bottom? Same thing. Oh, geez. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? It would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ah, well, here goes nothing. All right. So, there's that. I don't see anything else that looks weird. This looks like fake code to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet if you and I read it, we could probably... There's probably more... well, no, it's a bunch of files. Load, save, inload,
RenPy.
log, freeze. What?
Log on, freeze.
That's interesting. All right. So, this is happening. So, okay. Well, I'm going to turn that off because you guys don't need to see that anymore. And I'm going to reshare my screen with my co-host here so he can see what's going on. All right. So, ... Well, first of all, I think, right? I mean, I know it's morbid, but we need to, like, in case something goes off the rails. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up till a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. Dan says that made him super bummed and he really needs to look at something else. I'm with you. Yeah, that was
No doubt.
that was uncomfortable. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this, not been such a dick. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. Now, don't go away because what do you notice?
Oh, it's broke.
So this game continues on. This game is actually an ARG. So this game is not a Trash Panda for Dan. Yeah, this game is not a dating sim visual novel. So this game plays with your computer. It plays with settings in the game. It plays with different things. It plays with fourth wall breaking, all that stuff. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and try and play again. I noticed that she has several hairs now. That's good. That's a good look.
She's partially deleted.
Right. Delete. So are we going to go? Anybody? Is that? Do you want to do that?
I see some tildes. Yeah. And is that a Greek P? I don't know.
Oof. All right. John says the next part is a military tactical shooter dating sim in a racing game. Oh, God. What do you mean it's not a visual novel? I came here for graphic depictions of sex. That would not align with Twitch's use policies. I think that I would get banned for that.
Oh man, Civil Board, I was gonna hook you up.
Yeah.
Guess I can't.
Boom. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air, and she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. That girl is 1/4 my neighbor. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more often and frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let 1/4 catch up with me. Oh, God!
Whoa.
Oh, God!
Did it just crash?
Yeah. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Ha ha! I'm a winner. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Or boys. We're not going to judge. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. John asked me if this game takes place in the Matrix. I'm going to go with yes. The answer to that is absolutely. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Good man. He gets it. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be girls in it anyway. Ooh, sick burn. Girls don't like anime. He's never been to a convention in his life.
Yeah,
You
his
ever-
name's Richard.
Yeah, have you ever been to a convention, son? Like, it's got to be 50-50. Minimum. He might actually have a better percentage if he goes to anime club. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Richard? Monika. Oh. Dan's wife who makes an appearance. My name is File Not Found. How are you? That's what John said. Monika. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Except for that straight arm thing. That's spoopy. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Why did you come in here? What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies for you to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? What the hell? What do they use construction paper for over in the literature club? Somebody explain.
Yeah, they should be reading. Somebody didn't read the rules.
John said she just DBZ'd onto the screen. Or markers? We did a craft club. We changed our mind. I guess you guys it's a macaroni sculpture club. I guess you could just check one of the closet. You're in debate club, right? About that. I actually quit debate club because it was for nerds. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Ah, I got spoopy. Literature? I can't read. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. Only 3, not 4.
Uh-huh.
It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, because it sounds boring as shit and nobody wants to go to it.
I can definitely see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. Mainly poetry, because we're going to sucker you into a minigame. But that's just how life works. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Yeah, she's dumb and she reads comics. What a sucker. Did Monika say she? Hey, Richard. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Richard. You know that? It's nothing, really. So Dan says, does anyone for real want to form a macaroni sculpture club? Like, I know you made that joke a while ago, but it took me longer than I want to admit to figure out how to spell macaroni. I assumed there were a bunch of double letters. I think I used it in the game of green glass doors and everything. What? Shall we go then?
That means.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Don't read this. Oh, Jesus. Dan, I read everything. Yeah. Stop reading chat. I'm like Ron Burgundy. If you type it up there, I gotta read it. I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. John just says sluts, butts, and nuts, which just has become the mantra of this channel. Because I said that's what she was painting on her sign the last stream. So now that's just what we say now. Sluts, butts, and nuts. I think we need a t-shirt.
I think so.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Oh man, I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used to the third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me, aka I just friggin' grabbed just a stranger in the hallway and made him join our club. It was my feminine wiles, yo. Dan says literally worst catchphrase of all time. I suggest we bury this. Yeah, I don't even know why I said it, if I'm being honest. But John says we should make it a hashtag. I brought a guest with me. Girl 1. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Yeah, don't be a bish.
Don't be Natsuki.
Yeah. That was super Natsuki of you. But anyway, welcome to the club, Richard. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So ran into Richard in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club.
Not exactly how that worked out, but...
Yeah, no, you just came downstairs and were like, guess what you do now? Clubbing. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, go take 12 hours to make some tea, like every time. Why don't you come sit down, Richard? Not gonna lie, I'm still Team Yuri. You guys can all suck it. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Pick now. Everybody, I need to know who we're going for this time. I'm still Team Yuri, but if I get outvoted, if you guys can all agree on one, that's cool. Nick, you get a vote as well, if you want one. So.
Yeah.
Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home anyway, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. And also be annoying. John says our saying is still better than the military saying nuts to butts. Hashtag Team America. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Or the subject matter's boring as hell. I can't figure out which one it is. Not very many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not, again, she's massive. Look how big. So big. Oh, we've got a Team Natsuki. Oof, I don't know if I can go that route. If we get one more vote for Natsuki, I think we're gonna have to go that route. It depends. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Richard, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have any good way of answering that. I only read Highlights magazine. Manga.
Ranger Rick.
Yeah, I only read Ranger Rick. I only read Bazooka Joe comics. That's all my attention span has any time for. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. This is all the same. The level of creativity, craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on clearly and passionately about reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment that I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things, like books and not people. Stories with deep psychological elements and usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It was about Cthulhu and for some reason seemed really racist. Oh, sorry, was that too real? Yeah, that dude was a racist. I deeply grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ha! I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Because you're the worst. Because you're horror. Everything about you is horrible. That's why you hate it. It's too close to home. Oh? Why is that? Well, I haven't seen any more. Nobody else has said what they want, which waifu we should pick this time. I have one Team Natsuki, and that's it. I'm about to pick Yuri again, because right now we've got one vote for Yuri, one for Natsuki, and that's it.
Let's go, Yuri.
Yeah. Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club's meeting, and I'm a nosy Nancy. Stiff arm, stiff arm, stiff arm. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. I got two Natsukis. God damn it. Damn it, Dan. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. She's waifu Hemingway. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even at the deepest reaches of your heart. What? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Well, I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
These can't be the same.
Yeah, some of the options are gonna have to change. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. It would explain, though, after the knife thing, that explains why this one is so excited anytime I talk about blood or death in our in our poems. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of VP after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree with us? Do you agree with it as well, Richard? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Squares! Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I haven't made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Huh? These girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Richard. Thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club. We need 4. and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. So that part was different.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'm gonna feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Yeah, I have a conscience all of a sudden. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Dan just says, that sucks. Bye, nerds! I'll be an anime club. We're gonna go watch Inuyasha. Right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Richard? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Of course you would. God damn it. She's the worst. I can't believe we have to waifu that this time. Richard, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Richard, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Hells to the no. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Let's save. Holy sh... Look.
What happened to the saves?
They reset my slaves. What a bunch of assholes. Alright. So, my save disappeared. That's another thing that happened. With that, I departed the club. I wonder if that's what we... remember it said lock save or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Huh.
With that, I departed the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. No. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. My poems just say butts.
That's different.
Do I just say yes,
I
guess?
Yeah, where's the save?
Alright, I did save.
Let's read it up.
What Can you hear me? Holy sh... Did you hear that?
Was that in the game?
That was in the game. Okay. John says, special poem. What do I... So we're going for her this time. She likes cute things. So I'll let you go first.
Heart.
Heart?
Yeah, pretty much pick anything that would... Any Captain Planet power, and I think it'd be good.
Kitty. Duh. I would have picked that anyway. John said, it's a ghost! Yeah, I think it is. Your turn.
Let's go with happiness.
Ew. Parfait. Alright.
Alright, let's go with crimson. No, I'm just kidding. Fluffy.
Yay.
She's very two-dimensional.
Ah, she's the worst. Bubbles! Please pick socks.
Ooh. One of those words have a different meaning now. A little different connotation.
Which one? Is it this one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
right?
there.
Yeah.
Oof. Fun.
I'd have picked socks, but whatever. Wonderful! Color heaven sent.
Chocolate. Duh.
Wonderful! Get out of here with that chocolate. I'm always picking broken Matt Hardy status, son.
Precious.
Precious. Despite. She should like this word, but she won't. Ooh. Fireworks!
Puppy, obviously.
Duh. Dazzle. Is there anything else more fun? Dazzle.
I think you're gonna. Yeah. Bouncy.
Boop. That was for John. John, I picked boop finally. I booped for you. He gave me shit the entirety, like the whole rest of the week after I didn't pick boop. He gave me shit on our Discord channel. How would you not pick boop? He says boop, finally. Okay.
Actually, he said finally.
Finale. So what do we go? What are we going?
We're gonna go with party.
Oh God. Fireflies. Here's hoping for season 2. Am I right, guys? Side note: if you'd like to see season 2 of Firefly, you should go to geekiestcult.com and click on Tenets. That'll explain to you how you can see season 2 of Firefly. All right, so this is you.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with I guess I don't know, promise. No. Amazing. Go amazing.
It's amazing. So amazing. It's amazing. Anime. I didn't even look at the rest of that. I just got that far down the list and was like, boom.
Lollipop.
Yikes. Oof. Yikes. Lazy. Hi again, Richard. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I'm not a complete piece of shit on this playthrough, just mostly. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club, and I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Ooh, shh.
Whoa.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Richard. Do 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 do. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Thanks for keeping your promise, Richard. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into Literature Club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see her just Incredible Hulk? Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I can't. Why are we waifuing this? Explain it to me. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't.
Get out of the damn way.
Stiff arm, stiff arm, stiff arm, stiff arm. Have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. What the? Why? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Sean says, if shit like that happened IRL, she'd have got punched for appearing like that. Valid point. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Richard. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, can we stab your finger so I can suck the blood out? I mean, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then let's forget I said anything. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So, even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I have a question, and I don't know if it's just me because I didn't pay attention before. Is the room slightly slanted?
Oh, shit. Yeah. I didn't even pick up on that.
Is it? Is that just me?
No, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, I just want, because she seems closer to the screen, and the door is kind of not here. I don't know, it seems weird. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even though you don't usually read. John says, yeah, the background is zoomed in. So yeah, okay, so I'm not an idiot. I thought I was just seeing shit. I'm like, have I just been staring at the same room for so long that like my brain is like, nah, bro, I'm gonna change it up.
Bored.
Yeah. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being cute? Again, I'm still fighting with, this is not accidental cuteness. This is very much on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Dan says it's still zooming. Or the entire screen is zoomed in because you don't see her full head now. Still zooming! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Getting kinda sick. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so yeah, now it's
reset.
back.
So not only was it zoomed in, it was tilted. That's weird.
There used to be 2 windows on the right side. Yeah, he's right, look.
Oh.
Holy shit. Okay, so whatever, if you want to call it the spoopy ghost, right? Whatever is controlling my computer or whatever now. John just says, I blame Dan. Whatever is controlling my computer now does not like Yuri. So that's fun. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mana to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki's utter an exasperated sigh from the closet within. She seems to be annoyed with something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Are you looking for something?
Be annoyed by life. Whoa!
Fucking Monika!
What the fuck?
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? John was like, ha ha ha, that's awesome. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. She's saying you look like a chump. Nerd! What's that supposed to mean? I see? There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Not much better. Oh, shit. Much better. Yikes. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. What? I know that feel. Okay. So I'm not stupid. I know them feels. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait girls. Oh, that's why she liked when I paid parfait. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. I'm gonna guess number 2. Richard is the worst. Johnson's techno horn. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Richard. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book. Jesus. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Oh, Jesus, she pulled me out of the closet. Finally, we can just all talk about Richard being gay now. She finally drugged me out of the closet. He can just be who he wants to be, and he ain't got to be in here trying to impress girls and getting folks killed all the time. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Yeah, you creep. She's like half your age. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. My guess, John, based on context, there's like names for different types of manga. So like I can't remember which is which, but like there's a name for like comics that are adventure comics that are aimed toward boys in Japan are called a specific thing, and then comics that are adventure comics aimed for girls or something different. But then there's ones that are like gay boy comics aimed toward teenagers, and those have a different name. They don't just call them all comics. So let me see here. Mo is a Japanese slang word referring to feelings of strong affection mainly towards character in anime and manga. Mo has also gained usage to refer to feelings of affection towards any subject. So yeah, there you go. Cute. Yep, Dan's got it. It basically means those anime-ass poses they do on the menu screen, except for when they're glitched to shit. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space where she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? John just responded with a little manga character in chat and said, "Oh, so this shit." And Dan responded with, "Yeah, kinda." Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Don't be stupid. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I could talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh, Jesus, come on. She is like... You remember how we were talking about how you were uncomfortable calling them waifus?
Yeah.
Does this help?
No. I think I'm gonna go away till the scene's over. I don't even want this streaming to my computer.
Right, yeah. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't... That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Do you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Dan said, don't you see the parallel? You guys are idiots. Yes, we see the parallel, Dan. It's just still uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Jeez.
I'm
sorry.
just waiting for the cops.
Yeah. Hey, John, now that you're back, you want to tell us how uncomfortable this makes you? Sorry. Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, ugh, you still haven't grown out of that yet? John said, hashtag Nightmare Creatures 4. It makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time, but it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Holy hell. Jesus Lord. Yeah, hey, I'm my own initiate. Boom. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? Dead eyes.
She doesn't know how to enjoy herself.
So? Hey man, there's 7 people watching. If somebody else, you guys can probably see, I think it's right about here. Whoever follows us gets their name right there on the initiate board, and then when we finish these streams, they go up on Daily Motion. So you'll hold that spot until, basically the next person knocks you off. So if you want to get your name up there, just hit that little follow at the top of the screen there and follow us. And then eventually you'll end up on our Daily Motion page and maybe YouTube. We haven't decided whether or not we're going to make a YouTube. Nobody has requested one yet. So if you are more likely to watch these replays on YouTube, let me know. Back to this horrific game. Jeez, that's enough. John says this music makes me want to give a blowjob to a barrel of a loaded shotgun. God damn it. Are you going to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Dot. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she's started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh! Oh, God!
Make it go away.
John, they fixed the music for you. Straight arm. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of a protein bar. You're not you when you're hangry. John's like, what in the blue fuck? She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Like, I just imagine she stands like 10 feet back and throws it at her like a caged gorilla. Like, don't get close.
Here, take the Snickers.
Yeah. John just said protein bar, aka Snickers. Natsuki's eyes lighten up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Richard. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Why don't you suck it?
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, Dan's got a point. It's got peanuts. It counts. Who should I show my poem to first? Does anybody have any opinions on this? I have no strong feelings.
Let's see what the chat says.
Let's see what your poem. Yeah, so who should we chat? Throwing it to you. Who should we share this with? Show it to Zero. Show it to...
doesn't want to see it.
Yeah, none of us want to see this crap. Show us. God damn it. We already done wrote it, remember? Which lady? Which selectable option? Read us the poem you wrote. I already did.
No.
Write me a poem. I already did. Remember? Sluts, nuts, and butts, or whatever. And Dan got all upset about it. It's more of a limerick. Alright, we're reading it to Dan's waifu.
Do it.
I should start with Monika. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know that I'm putting in effort. Hi, Richard. Having a good time so far? Yeah, except for that creepy-ass digital face effect, which reminds me. Boop. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Get a Nintendo. That's my suggestion. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled.
I think that's the best poem in the world.
Yeah, John just said, sluts, butts, and nuts is what's what. Dan is mad, Matt is rude, won't read a poem to another dude. Ah, good. All right, the chat is, the chat's giving us our poems. Dan says this pleases him, and he's satisfied for now. Anyway, you want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Richard. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Richard, this is garbage. No, I like it, Richard. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ha 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 ha! Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Ha ha! If you say so. Yup. Well, that was an awkward interaction. Next! If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Ha! Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty... What the... But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. What the hell? What the hell's going on? This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Jesus! Like,
whoa!
Like, y'all need to dial it back. Alright? Dial it back. Guys, I promise the next game we're gonna play, goofy ass point and click adventure game. I'm not trying to get all deep and try and make jokes. I mean, if you can call what I do jokes. Yep, Sergeant Charge says, call Child Protective Services.
No doubt.
Dan's judging me because I was hella mean to her. He says she's been abused and you were super mean to her. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? What the fuck does that mean? Sorry, I'm just trying to look on the bright side. Yeah, she's probably skinny because she doesn't eat food. Guys like that, right? Get the fuck out of here, Monika. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No, I kind of want you to get away from me, you sociopath.
I think she's got issues, man.
Dan says we don't call them jokes, don't worry. Perfect, good, I'm glad. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? They sound frantic, scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs, and I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. What the hell was that garbage? So what do you think? Did you literally write this on your way downstairs from when you just pulled me down here from upstairs? Is that what you did? So I think everyone has issues in this game. Dan says, I'm pretty sure everyone has issues in life. Then he says, what was that about? John wants to know if it was a story about a glory hole. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays, and a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Dead kids. What? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had a kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think of it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah, I think
so deep.
Yeah, dude, that's the same tip she gave us last time, I think. I came back halfway through beer. See, Dan said it was deep. Dan says this poem is very deep. You guys are just idiots. so just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Great story. Who next? My waifu
Yuri.
or chat waifu? Yuri?
Let's go, Yuri. Yeah.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time finding a poem, right? Yeah. Good. It was trash. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Holy sick poem burn. Somebody call Ashton Kutcher. She got punked. So it's bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice.
The chat's questioning how you even like her.
What were you saying? Who? Because purple hair, purple clip. I'm really easy to like impress.
Purple is the answer. Purple.
Yeah, purple, and also she makes tea, which makes her seem kind of fancy, I guess. Also, she had the knifey blood thing. That was kind of unique. Oh, Dan, you missed that unless you watched it. Yeah, I'm easy. Listen to John. What are you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers that they tend to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. This was similar to what she said last time. The end results is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. She can't string a sentence together. What would you talk about? Dan, I can't read. So we'd both be dumb together. I don't know what you want from me. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, this is something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building on them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Now, Dan, you say stop making fun of people and you make fun of a speech problem. Dan said she speaks fine. Oh, it's just that Matt sucks. Got it. Oh, God damn it. It might take you some time, but it'll all come with practice. I already read that. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now, Suki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. She is Satan. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. John says, but and then he puts salt. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? But please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which is kind of funny itself. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Is this? Yeah, Ghost into the Light. This is the same one. We already read this. I heard this one already. Next. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's because I'm dumb. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Something about knife and trash pandas. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hew. Dan just keeps saying she's a hack and her poems are garbage. This game is a hack into your soul. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Richard. Really? I must have totally missed the point. It's mainly because I didn't read it. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering on her last remaining piece of comfort and unable to let go of the past. And soon, to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it. That's impressive. Dan says, I hate her and her pretentious ass poems. I'm getting Dan a Yuri t-shirt for Christmas. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. All right. So I guess this playthrough's quote waifu. Buff Yuri? That's because it wasn't in the poem. Yeah, Buff Yuri is the best. If you just Google Buff Yuri, if you've not seen Buff Yuri, you know what? Hold on, I can fix this for everybody. We don't want Buff Yuri. We want Buff Natsuki. Here, give me 1 second. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so I'll throw this up here for 1 second so everybody can see it. Nick, have you seen Buff Suki?
No, but this music does make me want to stab myself in the eardrums.
Yes, perfect. That's great. That's exactly where we want to be.
All right.
All right. So if you've not seen Buff Suki, I'm going to put her up on the screen right now. And, Nick, I will send it to you in our chat there so you can see it.
Oh, wow.
There you go. So there you go, Buff Suki.
She's a monster.
So there you go, guys. Buff Suki. You're welcome.
Yikes.
Dan just said, Jesus, stop. No. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's the t-shirt Dan's getting for Christmas. Forget Yuri. He's getting Buff Suki.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You went and ruined it. God, Richard sucks at everything. Hope you're happy.
I think Natsuki sucks at everything.
Yeah, right? She's so mad. So in other words...
She's hangry.
Yeah, she's hangry. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go and announce it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Ugh, fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
Wow.
This poem's for Dan. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Like it? What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems to express yourself? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Dan said, shut up, it's clever. John just thinks she wants to swallow our soul.
And swallow your soul.
Y'all gonna float down here. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? The youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with my last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Simple doesn't mean easy, nerds. Thanks, Dan. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. Just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Richard did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
Oh.
Jeez. Yuri, you hack! You dismissive hack! And Richard liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I...
What's
yeah.
happening to music?
Yeah, I don't have any idea what's happening right now. But it's something's happening. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. I had to approve Dan's comment. Dan says, you uppity bitch. Fuck you, Yuri. We don't need your suggestions, you dismissive hack. Maybe you're just jealous that Richard appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Richard started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Oh, shit. You're really acting as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch. Whoa! Edgy? John, is the music better now?
Shit's getting real.
Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Jesus! Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Richard hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Richard! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Whoa, oh god, I'm not doing that.
Whoa.
I'm not doing that. I don't know.
What just happened? What'd it say?
I don't know. What do I click?
Yuri?
I think I have to click Natsuki.
Maybe Natsuki? Oh, there is no good answer.
Oh, God!
Why?
Hey, Richard? Why don't we step outside for a little... What the Why are you in the? Why are you?
She's like
Okay.
breaking the fourth wall here.
Sorry about that. What the? You better be sorry. You broke my goddamn game. You psycho. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Jesus, Sanic. Sanic run. She quickly runs away. Yeah, so John's like, is this the, quote, dead poet society? God damn it. She quickly turns and runs away. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead.
Where's her desk?
I don't know. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did... Richard, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Natsuki murdered her ass. Guess not. What the fuck did you say to her, Yuri? Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Richard. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Boop, 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 doo-doo. Oh, God. God. You go first.
Oh.
I don't know what we're doing anymore, so...
Me neither. I don't even know what's going on.
Are we still just playing this straight like we're going for Natsuki?
Sure.
All right, so you pick.
Excitement.
All right. Giggle.
Pink.
I already did sparkle. Boop. I already did boop too, but it was there, and I owe John one.
Playground.
Nibble.
Poof.
I think we know which word we should pick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which we're going on that one.
Cheer.
Kawaii? What?
Kawaii.
Alright. Do it.
Awesome. That was easy.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Fantasy.
Dance.
Doki Doki. Since we haven't picked that yet. Yeah, John's got it. Kawaii, cute in Japanese.
Sure, why not?
Hashtag Google.
Oh.
Smile. Rainbow.
Shiny.
Contamination. No, I'm just Sunny.
I heard it's like that in Philadelphia.
Always.
Charm.
Sugar. I'd gotten from some of the other day. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over the past couple of days, and entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Richard. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading a manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't even here. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. John's like, why do I think that the end of this game, every option will be dark as fuck? I'm guessing you're right. I'm just hoping we shocked Nick enough that he's more interested now in what's happening in this game. And something just came. Yeah. See, I told you you'd like it. You didn't think you would. Have I ever led you astray? Have I led you astray, people?
Do I have to answer that one?
That's why I didn't. That's why I kept you in the dark about what the hell we were doing. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. You need to apologize, Yuri. John says I gave you PTSD. You're not going to be able to game for a while.
I'm gonna have to avoid the happy things only. Going back and playing the Lion King on the Genesis.
Boo! Why don't you play a good game instead? JK, lol. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Richard, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Dan says, there's no way she could be a bad person? She's an awful person. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Oh my god.
That's the best voice.
I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of being weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Didn't she attack Yuri by calling her a, quote, fucking bitch? First because she got jelly? Oh shit, she don't remember. Maybe she's bipolar with a hint of psycho? Like Monika said she wouldn't? No, hold up. Where is Monika? She's here now. It's okay, she's here now. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, bruh, nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and to be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well. Yeah, we already heard this. Don't give me any more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. I'm so impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Monika looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Richard. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, did I miss anything? I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off to the closet. Richard, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after that book you gave me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. Whoa! Jesus. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Jesus, Lord almighty. Come on, we're going to go over there. Okay. What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is entitled Portrait of Makarov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines with a lust for blood. Holy damn, that's completely different than last time. Because I would have remembered that shit.
No. That's... Ugh.
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. Go on. I'm listening. See, Dan? I don't understand what your problem is. This is obviously waifu. I don't see what the problem is here. That's kind of a bit dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Richard? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yet, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I like how her face is like, nothing wrong here, this is a happy story. Dan says, I'm not into kink shaming, but damn. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Show me what you got. Suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... Whoa, what the...
What did that say?
Look, it's not in here. Those aren't in here.
Ah.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. John says, if you hang out with her, she will murder you. So, I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh shit. Yes?
What just happened?
I mean, you don't have to, but... Haha, what are you saying? Well, let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Huh? Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just I'm not very used to it. That is, reading the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Richard is the densest son of a bitch on the planet. John says she's trying to get you to read the Necronomicon. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what
Yuri... trying to get us to act out the Necronomicon.
Yeah. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence on my shoulder as I read. He just cannot spot a red flag, Dan says. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Oh, sorry. I was just bathing in the... Whoa, Jesus Christ. Bathing in the something. That was spoopy. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Klatu Varata Nikto. That's what John said. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy, and once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. It was something about your body heat. Oh, fuck. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between us with her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right. That way I can turn a page and Yuri slides her thumb under it after the page flips. But in holding it like this, she's really into you. In a really bad way. We're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Her creepy eyes looking at me now. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. The least I can do is save this game, because our stream is done.
Oh, what?
Boo. I know, right? Now that the crazy ish is happening, that went so fast. All right,
Are we doing predictions?
I already know what happens, so I'm not predicting anything. So yeah, I actually got it spoiled by accident. So
I'm predicting that Yuri is going to cut me open and wear me like a bad sweater. I don't know.
Yeah. I threw a picture up on the screen just for Dan. Yeah. So John's like, dude, you got 5 minutes. Dan says she's going to eat our hair so that we can always be inside of her. All right, yeah. So, as always, we appreciate you guys. Richard 100% gets murdered. You monster! John says, yeah, but that change in art style is different. Yeah, there was a couple of small changes like that the first playthrough. This part's kind of similar, so this part is, but like that glitchy shit didn't happen. The running out of the room didn't happen. There's a lot of changes. So if I understand correctly, we can play this up to 4 times. It'll be completely different every time we play it. Weird. So it's like one continuous playthrough. However, we do have some exciting news I wanted to talk to you guys about really quick. We are going to be doing a pen and paper tabletop RPG stream. We don't know when it's going to be, but I'm writing the campaign right now. We have 2 people, maybe 3 confirmed that are going to be on it, me being one of them as the game master, so we need extra people. If you are interested in doing a stream and you are available Saturday nights, I think, Nick, we're going to do it, right? Isn't that what we decided?
Yeah.
We're going to try and do it on Saturday nights. John says to play on Tabletop Sim. I can't because of what it is. And I don't want to develop assets for it. So it's just going to be images, like pictures. Still pictures. It'll play a lot like a visual novel when we play it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. If you're curious about what the game is, it is called Honey Heist. The instructions fit on 1 page. So, it should be a lot of fun. It's basically like a bank robbery RPG, except for we're trying to rob honey, and we're all goddamn bears, and everybody else is people, human beings. So, should be interesting, should be fun. We're going to be playing that. I don't know when that'll be, but let us know if you're interested in that. As always, you can find us. Let me hide Buff Suki here so you guys can see our URL. So, as always, you can find us at geekiestcult.com, which you should be able to see along the top of the stream here as soon as Netsuki disappears. You can follow us on everything, social media-wise, at The Geekiest Cult. So you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram, which we don't use. You can find us on Twitter. You can also find us on Daily Motion now. That's where you're going to see the replays of these episodes. They go up on there. I try to get them up within a week. We are not on YouTube yet, John, but if you would like us to start a YouTube, I literally just need somebody to tell me, yes, I would watch it if it was on YouTube, and I will make that happen. I'm not on Snapchat because I'm not sharing my donger with anybody. So, but yeah. Yeah, Dan, I think it'll be funny.
Roulette.
So, what was that?
It was chat roulette.
Oh yeah, sorry, chat roulette. Yeah, Dan, it does sound super funny. If you want to see kind of how it can play out, the guys from Geek and Sundry played it on an episode of Critical Role. So you can go over to YouTube and look them up. You can kind of see how it plays. It gets kooky because when the bears can talk to each other, but bears can't talk to people. So, like, even if you're, like, trying to, like, get in somewhere and you have to talk to somebody or interact, you can't talk to them. So, yeah, John also wants to do a Castlevania tabletop game, which we might do and we might stream on here. I don't know if it'll go on here or his channel, but make sure you follow us at The Geekiest Cult, and you will know when those streams are coming up. Beyond that, I have been one of your hosts, Nitro Weasel 3K. My co-host and, co-host has been Nick, a.k.a. Zero Ping. Sir, how can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at Z3R0PNG. It's on the screen. Definitely hit me up on the Geekiest Cult.
And again, I am Nitro Weasel 3K. You can find me at Nitro Weasel 3K on everything. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What else do I have? MySpace. Facebook. I don't know. Facebook. Yeah, I'm there. So yeah, you can follow Discord. Yeah. Join our Discord channel. If you guys are not in our Discord channel yet, you can join by going to geekiestcult.com. You'll see the little Discord section on the right-hand side. You'll be able to click through there and join our Discord channel. So if you want to hear more of our idiocy, you can do it through there. Also, throughout the month of March, we'll be writing a very special set of articles. So make sure you check back. If you're watching this on YouTube later, it will probably have already be started or happening currently. If you are listening to us live now, make sure you check the site here. I think tomorrow the first post will go up. We'll be announcing what our topic will be for the month. So make sure you check over there. It's actually very important. I think it's going to be a really cool and fun article series to write. Nick and I will both be writing during it. I don't know if the initiates and other cultists will be partaking, but hopefully they will be. So we will see. So until next time.
We have a confirmation of one.
Oh, one. Okay, cool. So actually, we're doing two things simultaneously, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So, why don't you podcast live while streaming live at the same time? Well, we are gonna make the tabletop a podcast. That will in fact be a podcast. We are also working on a Geekiest cult meeting type podcast that'll just be a round table. Where senior cultists will hang out and chat together, and we think everything that Geekiest Cult makes as far as a podcast is going to go into one stream. So when that's up and ready, we will let you guys know. You'll be able to subscribe to us and listen to that stuff, but that's in the future. We're still getting up and rolling now. We will actually have vinyl decals available. They're shipping. They shipped earlier this week. We're hoping to have them by Friday. So if you guys are interested in a vinyl decal and you are a cultist, an initiate, or you are somebody who hangs out in our stream a lot, just let me know. I will be more than happy to mail you one. They will be in black and white. So tell me what color you want when you let me know if you want one. Until next time, I don't think we've got anything else, Nick, unless you have any other announcements you want to make.
That's it.
Cool. Perfect. Thanks so much, guys. We will see you next Wednesday. Make sure you check our social media. Then that way you will know when our pen and paper is going to be streamed. You'll also know when our podcast comes out. So we appreciate it. Until next time, we will talk to you guys later on. Bye.
Laters.